I'm not making this to flex. 65K does sound really good, but the way trading is spoken about online today, to be honest, it's very misleading. And I say that because I also believe that once upon a time. Now, I'm not into trading for the last 10 years. I'm not a millionaire trader either. I'm just someone who might be, one step ahead of where you're at right now within your trading journey. And I still remember, that feeling when you're trying your hardest, but it's still not clicking. The dots are still not connecting. It feels like all your hard work is for nothing. So what I wanted to do basically was give you guys the raw reality of what trading actually looks like in the first year. And why most people actually end up quitting. Because most people don't quit trading because they're not smart enough to read the charts or understand it. They quit because trading pushes you. It messes with your head, it pushes your limits, it tests you. And some people, find that really difficult to go through. For me personally, I didn't think trading would be easy. I thought it would be faster. Faster than building a business, faster way to make quick money, faster than climbing a career ladder. So all of that actually got me into trading. So I had that mindset when I actually started trading. And to be honest, that belief alone actually changed quite a bit for me. Because when you get into trading thinking that everything needs to be fast, you actually trade like you're late, like you're behind. You end up trading like market owes you something, like something has to happen today. Like the quick money that you're looking for, the big jump that you're looking for has to happen today. And what that leads to, you end up taking bad trades, you end up taking trades that are outside your plan, you end up forcing trades, you strategy hop. A lot of these problems are stemmed from there. And for me personally, when I jumped into trading with that mindset, the fast approach, things have to happen right now. The first few months, they were quite rough, not in a dramatic way, but in a quiet way. Like I was over trading, over leveraging, I was sitting in front of the charts all the time, taking trades that I didn't fully believe in, just so that I could tick off that day, that I was in front of the charts, just so that I wouldn't feel behind as well. And if you're in that phase right now where, you're just taking trades for the sake of it, just so that you don't feel behind, I understand, I get it, because I was living through that at one point of my trading journey. Now looking back, to be honest, when I was doing all this, I wasn't really trading a strategy. I was actually, to be honest with you guys, chasing dopamine. Chasing dopamine through new setups, new concepts, strategy hopping. Or I make this tweak or that tweak and the next trade is going to be the trade for me. And it does feel productive. In the moment that you're doing all this, it does feel productive. But to be honest, it's not. It's just, you creating a lot of hurdles for yourself. It's just noise. So when I would be doing that, I'd close my laptop, feeling exhausted, feeling overwhelmed. So it was like, being stuck in that space where you don't know, whether you're bad at this or, learning, has to feel this way, or you've chosen the right direction, or you're doing the right thing. All these doubts, all these questions pop in your head. And that lack of clarity actually, ends up messing with your head quite a bit, more than people actually admit to. Now when I say I made 65K in my first year, I want you guys to really understand what that actually meant. Because it wasn't clean, it wasn't smooth, it wasn't, the upward line that most people would imagine it would be. And it was a bit messy, and I will get into detail about that. But you need to really understand that this was not an easy journey. Because I wasn't waking up, feeling secure. I was like, okay, after a green month, I would be like, yeah, it worked this month. Can I actually repeat it in the next month? Or can I keep up the consistency? And then the next month comes and you're doing the same thing, staring at the charts, putting in the hours, but nothing solid is happening. Along with that, the time cost, that was huge. You might feel like, oh, you're behind. 1 month has passed, 2, 3, 4, before you know, half a year has passed. And you might be like, oh my God, I've still not made solid progress. I'm still behind. And on top of that, the time cost was huge. I was thinking about trading outside of my sessions, while trading, after trading. It actually consumed me. Reviewing, replaying, questioning myself, doubting myself, that was all part of it. And even on the days when I wouldn't trade, the weekends when the market would be off, my mind would still be on trading. So when people hear 65K, they think of freedom. They think like, oh my God, that person's made it. But the reality of living it is quite different. Because I didn't feel like I made it. It felt like, I can't mess this up. And that pressure, the mental energy it takes for you to stay disciplined, stay consistent, stay neutral, that actually doesn't show up in screenshots. And even during the good months, even during the green months, there would be pressure. Not excitement, but pressure. And because when you would have a good month, when you would have a green month, you don't feel free. You actually feel quite the opposite. You actually feel exposed. Because you start asking yourself, was this luck? Was this just one-off thing? Or things have finally started to click? Things have started to line up for you. The dots are connecting now. So every trade after that feels heavier. You're not just trading the market. You're actually trading to prove something, to prove yourself. Like, I had the need to protect it, repeat it, make sure that this wasn't just a one-off thing. And this is exactly where, trading can get a bit dangerous. You actually end up managing outcomes instead of actually executing well. You end up hesitating on clean setups. You end up forcing bad setups, thinking that this might be the one that gives you clarity. You watch your P&L more than the process. You actually end up closing trades prematurely because you see, your P&L a bit in green, and you're like, oh my God, I gotta close this, I gotta book this because this might not happen again. Or you hold losers too long, thinking that the market might flip and might go towards your TP. And when you're going through this, from the outside to an outsider, this might come across like, confidence when you see a green month for someone else. But when you're actually dealing with it, personally, it looks like, you're walking on thin ice. Like, one bad week or one bad month not only just erases the money that you made, but also the belief in yourself. Again, that's exhausting. Because, at that point, you're not chasing money, you're chasing clarity. Clarity that you're doing the right thing, clarity that, you're not wasting time. And to be honest with you, market doesn't give you that on demand. Just because you're feeling that way, it doesn't owe you anything. And here's exactly why most people quit. And it's not because of the charts. It's like a mental loop. It's because they strategy hop, they concept hop, they trade with urgency, they think the next trade has to be the one that gives them big money. They set huge goals that creates pressure, and then they revenge trade when it's not going their way. And this turns into a dopamine cycle. So I went through this. I understand most traders go through this. So what actually changed for me? What made me get to the point where I'm actually making consistent money? It was when I slowed down everything. I committed to one simple method, one approach, one plan that actually eliminated all the noise. And then all I had to do was repeat, because repetition is what builds confidence. Not motivation, no hype, actually reputation. So what I did was I actually took a step back, stripped off all the noise. What that meant was I had to end up taking fewer trades, manage my risk accordingly, actually focus on the process than the outcome. So the execution mattered more than whether the trade was a winning one or a losing one. And I stopped using, big goals to pressure myself into taking trades. Instead of making it all back in one trade or one day, I actually broke it down into simpler steps, into smaller milestones, which also included, executing in a clean manner, journaling my trades, not over trading, not looking at the market when it's outside my session window. And I had to control my environment as well, because too much content, too many strategies, too many opinions, that actually feels like you're trading on slow Wi-Fi. Now imagine this, you're able to place a trade, but your decision lags. So when you have a lot of noise, a lot of opinions, a lot of different strategies that you're actually going through, that actually creates a lot of noise. That makes your decision, your thinking, lag. Once I simplified my inputs, one plan, one strategy, less chart time, which meant lesser noise, my execution automatically became better. The process automatically, gave way to consistently making money. And that is the dopamine reset for me, the one that actually did something, made me progress in real manner. And another important thing, and I see this quite popular among actually beginner traders or traders that are just trying to make quick money, stop trying to flip small accounts, just stop. Because that mindset alone puts you in survival mode. Instead, what you should be doing is you should be studying, you should be back testing, forward testing, making sure that your strategy is solid, and then you hop onto the live market to actually trade. And your first real goal, it's not 10K or 20K, it's actually building consistency. So getting consistent income coming through every single month, that's it. And if you're watching this and you're in that phase, where you're over trading, you're confused, you don't have a solid plan or a strategy, your risk management is off, you don't know how to manage your trade once you're in the market, or you don't know whether you're bad or just early, I get it, I understand. And that is literally why I work one-on-one with a small number of traders. I don't give them signals, I don't give them a shortcut to profitability. What I do provide is a proper structure, accountability, and real feedback on how they think and execute the market. So yeah, I did make 65K in my first year of trading, but the truth is, trading didn't change me because it helped me make money. It changed me because it forced me to slow down, to sit with not knowing, to learn patience and self-control when there was no clarity or guarantee from the market that I would be making money. And honestly, that's the part that matters the most out of everything. And that's it for today. I'll catch you in the next video.